Greetings, welcome back. I'm reading from my book, Big Day's 5-Minute Stories. Uh, these are little short readings and that I compiled into a book last year, and I read them at the Sequim Writers Group. I live in the little town of Sequim, Washington on the Olympic Peninsula. It's near Port Angeles. And so uh, when you do all these short little writings, when you do all, yes, I can talk. When you do all these short little readings, what do you do with them after you've got done with them? And Heidi, the head of the writers group, said, Dave, you ever thought about putting them together in a book? And I said, no, not really, but I went ahead and collected them. So now I'm just going through the readings and sharing them on YouTube. And you're welcome to get a copy of the book, which is there's a link down below. This one's called Alone in Heaven. 100,000 million billion trillion souls roamed heaven's afterlife, flowing through the ethereal zones easier than pure water over slippery rocks. Sometimes they bumped into each, some with polite resolve, others with demolition derby intent. Such were the weird ways of afterlife, where immaterial existed and everything could potentially pass through everything else. No wonder feet and most legs were left in the grave. Jamie flowed through the massless mass of beings in rank disbelief. This was not how it was supposed to be. A recent arrival, mortal Jamie had often admitted heaven would be unlike anything anyone could imagine. But this still went beyond anything that his senses could register. Perusing, Jamie was surprised to see someone who should have never made it into heaven. Their checkered past had defined their earthly years. A sense of indignation filled the novice soul. Jamie and everyone else knew that beings' actions in life were not the stuff eternal life should have rewarded. Who's in charge here? Jamie yelled via mental acuity. I am, answered the Lord from above, below, throughout, and within. Jamie would have fallen over if there had been gravity. What gives? He says, what gives? Chirped Jamie. I am agog. How did they get in here? The Lord gave pause and perfect peace and patience to continue. Jamie further protested, I thought such sinners did not get into heaven. Only those forgiven get in, answered the Lord. Jamie followed the Lord's lead as the pair soared along beyond the tour of souls in soul exodus. It still felt alien for Jamie to be in existence without physical limitations or measured time. Onward, Jamie continued queries without a mouth. Lord, I am confused and even confounded about who I'm seeing. Protestants? Orthodox? Catholics? Looks like you'll let anyone into heaven. Why do you say that? Asked the Lord with a voice like many rushing waters flowing over hymnals. Well, Jamie explained as if the Lord needed explaining. The Orthodox have their never-ending customs all packaged in traditions like cheap Christmas wrapping paper, and Protestants have divided and fractured into over 30,000 different faiths, each of which think they have the one inroad to you, and those ruddy Catholics do silly things like pray to saints instead of you. It drives me nutty to even think about it. Jamie paused an eternal moment to await answer, rather like a hungry mosquito. Deep, deep within the recesses of Jamie's psyche, a faraway echo whispered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. As the same voice simultaneously stated, everyone thinks they are right. This answer thoroughly grated against Jamie's lifelong creed. In response, Jamie screamed within boundaries, cranial limits, eyes closed, in utter frustration, assured of total theological accuracy over all others, mortal or immortal. Eventually opening eyes, Jamie airlessly gasped to find and see nothing. The mass of souls soared nowhere within vision. The Lord showed transparent. Only darkness filled the void beyond his small sphere. Lord, Jamie squeaked with no more mouth than before. The void swallowed all his mental waves. Lord, same answer. Are you there? Still no answer. A new thought, fearfully formed, occurred to Jamie. Lord, is this heaven? Silence. Deafening, immutable silence to match the complete void as Jamie solely hovered in the vast aloneness of eternity. Yes, Jamie, you are in heaven. Jamie would have jumped if there had been anything to jump against. Is that you, Lord? Of course, the Lord laughed. Who else? I thought you left me into the nothingness forever. The Lord gave Jamie a reassuring hug. I do that sometimes to newbies when I know they can take it. The warmth of that hug filled Jamie with immeasurable joy. The Lord continued, no two people on earth are exactly the same. Guess what? Their understanding of me is just as unique. I understand that because I made them that way. But that does not mean each needs their own separate heaven. Jamie sighed, still relieved. Welcome home, Jamie, said the Lord, as the 100,000 million billion trillion quadrillion souls roamed heaven's afterlife all around them. Phew. Okay, that was my reading of Alone in Heaven. I'm reading from my book, Big Dave's 5-Minute Stories. And got links down below that you can get it if you like. Some of my other books as well will have a link down there. And tomorrow I'm going to be reading, literally, it's called The Green Giant Diet. So I hope you can join me. God bless you, and thank you for joining me.